Well, alright, welcome back to the Toast YouTube channel, and with a brand new series, we're going to kick off with, talking about stories from interesting periods of my life or during school, or just generally whatever. And in today's video, I'm going to go back to my high school days and discuss a kid that liked being in trouble, I think, or just loved causing it, and for the sake of the video, we'll name him, the Sogs. You know, I'm using the Sogs in the gameplay, so we'll name him Sog. So Sog here loved every day, causing problems in school, causing problems with his computer or laptop, or just doing whatever that was against the school policy. Now this all happened right when laptops first became a thing in schools, I guess. And so right when the laptops first came out, he was in this classroom thing we used to use online, and he decided, I'm going to type a racial slur in and see what happens. So he types it in and shows us, we're like, yeah, dude, not really funny, and then he instantly deletes it. Well, what his child mind, what Sog's mind does not understand is that the teacher can see it, like it doesn't remove for him. So when Sog here is now essentially scrambling because he, like, you know, the teacher walks over and is like, do you mind explaining this? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, like, he's like, he's like freaking out now because he just got caught in 4K HD TV of typing slurs and words you're not supposed to be typing into a classroom chat. And this is the first time, you know, he's ever got caught doing anything with a computer. So obviously he gets suspension, in-school suspension for a couple of days, and he loses his laptop. But no. I wish the story would end there. No. It keeps getting worse. He loves messing around with his laptop. So he gets his laptop back, and a couple of weeks go by of him trying to be a good student. And now one day he's in class, and a different classroom with another teacher, who we'll get into her story and his story later in another video. So he's in this classroom, and he's you know, surfing the websites and looking around for some decent, juicy content to watch. And obviously, when you're looking on the internet for juicy content to watch, he came across this website with some certain people on there who love to hold hands. So on this website of Loving Hands, he has the volume on, so, you know, it's not exactly being discreet about it, so teacher can hear it. And the teacher over here obviously knows what's going on. And he tries to be slick, you know, tries to be fly over here, essentially. Just tries to delete the website that he was on. But the one problem of this is little Sog doesn't understand that you can't delete, like, the web history just doesn't delete. That's not how it works. So essentially what's going on here now is she caught him watching these videos of people holding hands, and now, you know, he's like, I know I'm not, like, you know, you like, and so now, you know, he goes back to the principal's office, and all this stuff happens, and he gets sent back because obviously they just pull up the search history, and, you know, he got fried like some ramen noodles. So now, you know, he loses his laptop for, like, I think it's like a month at this point, and they get more in-school suspension and all this other stuff because, you know, we can't be having little Timmy surfing the web about certain miscellaneous deeds and holding hands. So now he's on his second strike. And this happens not long afterward, maybe like a week afterward, because he doesn't have his laptop yet back on this part of the story. During this part of the story, he is on the old school, like, computer lab desktop that's in one of the classroom. Now, this is the guy that taught him typing some slurs that you shouldn't be typing into video chats. So while he's in this classroom on his desktop, which is facing, like, the teacher, he can see the screen. He thinks it's a good idea that try for a third, like, the third time's the charm. You know, I'm not going to get caught this time doing anything bad. So he's on maybe the same website, maybe something different. You know, I'm in the class, but I wasn't trying exactly you know, paying attention because we were doing this project at the time. So he's on this website, and you know the thing, like, you know, people do when they're looking at it and they keep looking back over the shoulder, looking forward, look back over the shoulder, looking forward, looking back over the shoulder. And he's doing it, like, very, like, commonly and often, to where it's like, okay, something's up. You know, like, you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. So obviously, like, we think he's just playing games or something, you know, like Cool Math or something, until his shoulder turns and we see what he's watching. And let me tell you, it wasn't exactly it wasn't cool math games. It was a similar website with more people holding hands. So these people are holding hands, very close together. So now the teacher catches this and he looks at it and he gets up and he walks over like, uh-oh. Poor little Sog here does not understand what's about to happen. So as he goes over here and he gets behind him and he just clears his throat, he's like, and little Sog's like, I'm not doing anything, I promise. As he clicks off the website, which I'll give it to him, it was quick. Like we've seen, like he clicked off the website very, very quick. So little Sog here clicks off the website at like the speed of sound, at like the speed of magnitude. He like clicks off, and it gets funnier because after he clicked off this website, he tried to say, "I'm not watching," even though he got caught for like the teacher's seen the website with his own eyes, and of course he can't find it because the search history is there. Goes back to the principal's office. I think he maybe got suspended this time, like the third time the charm. Maybe not. But something happens this time to where we don't see him for a little while. And he comes back, and now essentially he's no longer allowed on any kind of computer. Like, he's not allowed on any kind of computer. It's like the whole year he's now doing everything on computer. But now, the story, you think I'd end here, cut the video off, say thank you for watching? No. Cut forward to our 8th grade year. So 1 year up, there's this class of transition to where the same teacher, or this new teacher that we're going to talk about in a later video about him and her, she was a pretty cute teacher. She was like in her early 20s, so obviously in 8th grade, everyone's, a bunch of teenagers. So he gets in class, and before school starts, this was like one of those old-fashioned computer labs. So little DSR 50 here, or little Sog here, is in the classroom on the website, just for fun. And he gets caught again. This is like the first 2 weeks of school. They don't suspend him. He just loses all privileges. But now this is another time where kids started to get phones. We have his phone, and he's in the same day, like it's like 2 days later, out loud in class, plays a phone, and they're like, okay, there's no stopping the Sog, aka the Gooning man. There's no stopping him. So now he gets sent to like, I don't know, something happens to him, and like he is like essentially like no longer allowed to have a phone or anything. Like this is also around the time like we have to start like losing our phones. Like there's like no tolerance policy like any time of the day now because of this. Like little Sog here keeps getting on his phone and looking at people holding hands to the point where now no one's even allowed to get on their phones. And it's like crazy that like through 2 years of school he got caught like 5 times. And each time was just worse than the last. And honestly, I think I don't know if he liked the attention of it or he just loved being a gooner. But I do hope y'all do enjoy this story. I'm going to try to do more stories. As an example, I want to publish a new video recently here about the brand new story about him and how he got this teacher, or how this teacher quit. But I do hope y'all do enjoy this video. If so, like it, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.